I've got a broken leg, you do realise. No, I'm good, just go. Yeah.
Do you have eyes on Charlie? Do you have eyes on Charlie?
That's nice.
How many we got injured? How many
Because
back?
on the table.
Like when I first got to the unit, that first night, getting woken up 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, I don't remember, but some of the guys that were on the op started, they came into our bunkers and that's when they started filling us in, talking about how they got fucked up, that it was, the operation had basically become chaos. We found out that out of the 40 plus guys that went out, they had like 26 casualties with 2 KIA. And so right then and there, you know, within my first 72 hours of being in the unit, it was kind of a stark reality check, you know, that this is what we're fighting.
Op Shovel. This is our 3rd mission attacking a trench. This is like what we trained for the most and what we're, I guess, most comfortable with. It's a nickname we gave it because on the drone footage there was a shovel on top of the bunker there, so we gave it a name everyone could recognize.
Well, originally we were supposed to attack the PKM position. I said, fuck that, let's hit them. The whole blow past the uterus joke. I asked Kozak. Kozak said we were crazy, but is it possible? I was like, yeah, we can do it. Our whole goal there was to cut off like a 8 or 12 man Russian position and then kill everyone behind them or capture them. And basically the Ukrainians would then push a like 6-man team forward and hopefully get the guys to surrender. Because like the guys in this position were like contract soldiers. They weren't Storm Z. They were experienced guys that, you know, they wanted captured.
About a week prior to when we were actually expected to conduct the assault, we did 2 route reconnaissance, and we went out there to essentially assess the route, make a determination on, you know, if the passage was going to be feasible for the Humvees, just because some of the pathways were severely deteriorated from falling down trees, craters, and various other obstacles. So we had to go out there and do the assessment and then also kind of get eyes on the objective. And because of my experience in the Army with driving Humvees, I figured that even though it sucks being a driver and kind of having a limited participation in the assault, it got me on the mission, and that's what I wanted.
So basically we were gonna hop in Humvees, drive past the 0 line to hit a secondary line, and hopefully the Humvees would drive back out.
Yeah, minimal time with the Humvees because the Humvees would immediately draw fire and draw attention, which works for the infill because now like the Humvees are armored. So once we get out, like people are just gonna shoot at the biggest thing out there, which is the Humvees. So that's fine, you know? It's like, so like those would take up fire, and with the speed and aggression and with us leapfrogging, nobody expects that because they always expect the frontmost position to get hit. With us just going right to the rear, like those guys, like they weren't ready.
Them off. They didn't. Yeah, the Russians didn't have a clue what the hell was going on.
The plan was, because it was like a right angle shaped trench. The plan was to do like a pincer movement and sort of like meet up in the middle, kind of.
Shovel being on the corner, it was like an L-shaped trench. And then the Russians, their forward position, 105, was approximately 50, 60 meters west of Shovel and was shaped largely like a Y or a T, and that was their finding position, and we believe Shovel was their rest area.
The idea was crazy, but like implementing it, like doing the planning preparation and then training for it, we actually went and found a trench that was similar in size and scope that we could train on. Because on this one, because what we were doing was, I guess, sketchy, I guess you want to put it, we were going to actually assault the trench from 2 directions because there was like 20 some Russians in the fucking thing. So it was basically, we were going to pincher them so that we'd funnel them all into one area and then you could just throw grenades at them all day until they're all dead. Initially, the 59th, our commander Kozak, got drone footage. We looked at it like for a day or two, and then we found out there was a bunch of anti-tank mines. So Kozak went to the 59th Brigade, like the engineering guys, and they had the Miklik. We got the mines all taken out for the anti-tank. Most, yeah. Well, we thought we hit them all.
And so we looked at ways of how can we sufficiently pack enough dudes on the Humvees that we had to conduct this operation. I pitched the idea, you know, like, what if we just took the back hatches off and stuck guys in the back? You know, you could take the hatches off there. It's pretty easy. You just gotta do some unbolting and then, you know, pretty much just lift them. And we kind of evaluated it, and eventually that's what we decided to do.
So the problem we were running into is we didn't have enough room in the Humvees. So we got the bright idea to pull the hatches off the back of the Humvee. I mean, the Ukrainians were like, you guys are stupid, but predominantly because you have an armored vehicle that you're now putting people in an unarmored spot. But like I didn't think we were going to be able to do it with 8 guys or 10 guys, so we needed to get, you know, more guys in the trucks. It was the only thing that we could do. They offered if we wanted like an open top Humvee. Like some of our videos, you'll see us assaulting with like a 2-door Humvee that's completely open. We turned that idea down just because we thought we were going to get smashed on the way in. Because like you're bypassing a Russian position, so all they have to do is turn and, you know, spray an open top Humvee and you're fucked.
For this operation, we worked with the Ukrainians. They had an assault team as well, and the idea for this operation was, so there were 5 Humvees. Chosen Company was in the first 3, and the Ukrainians were in the last 2. The plan was to drop off at both positions simultaneously. I was in the 3rd Humvee, like 3 assault teams, 2 assault teams, but split up into 3 Humvees. So the idea was the Ukrainians would stop at their position and we would stop at Shovel at the same time and dismount and attack both positions. This would make sure that the Russians in 105 couldn't fire at us while we attack, and that the Russians couldn't fire at the Ukrainians as they attack. So we had them both occupied at the same time.
When we finally got the call that, you know, mission was a go, we had a couple things that we had to do in terms of, you know, final preparations, staging points. And I remember we got to the very last staging point, got into the wood line, concealed the trucks, and got into the trenches that were there with the Ukrainians. And it was almost like a heartwarming moment because the Ukrainians that were occupying that trench, they had some potatoes and they cut them up and you know, made like some homemade fries for us. And so here we were just hours before we were about to conduct the assault, and it was like the Last Supper hosted by, you know, our friendly Ukrainians.
The mood for the Shovel op was generally quite good. People were just really psyched because we had actual drone footage of like Russians in this actual fortified trench that we were going to assault. With Pervo 2, it was more a series of assaults that needed to be conducted over like a larger amount of ground, and there wasn't Russians in all of these positions, or we hadn't seen Russians in all of the positions. Whereas Shovel was more of what I would call like an intimate situation. We knew 100% we were going to go and kill some fucking Russians that day.
Ready, boys?
Eventually, we did get the call on the radio that the operation was a go, conduct the assault. We mounted up and exited the tree line and started the drive towards the 105-106 position. And driving the first vehicle, it kind of, I could, in that moment, feel the weight of responsibility kind of weighing down on my shoulders, you know, that this is my first mission in Ukraine. And the guys are relying on me to not get us lost, to make sure that I take the right paths and that I don't veer off the proven route. And so as soon as we departed and started heading, I could feel the anxiety start to build up. And then as we're making turn after turn, turning into tree lines to cross over into a new path, I could feel it build up. And as we're getting closer and closer,
He's good? What a day! What a lovely day!
The route there was really fucking bumpy. Obviously, the closer we got to these positions, the more shell-pocked the ground was. Lots of debris everywhere. It was, the closer you got to the position, the more it looked like you were driving into hell.
600 meters!
we made that final turn, the final turn to where from there it was essentially just a straight shot. And at that moment, it was shock. This final stretch in front of me and how it looked nothing like what I remembered from the drone footage, and how badly the drone footage translated to what I actually saw in that final turn. And then it was at that moment that it, you know, you really clicked in and just started driving.
We had 3 drop-off locations. My Humvee, the rear Humvee, was going to stop at the beginning of the trench. The middle Humvee, the center in the corner, and then the front Humvee was going to land towards, stop towards the end of the trench past the L. So we're already taking RPG and mortar fire as we're rolling up to the trench.
Fine.
I remember I was driving, just going focused, completely focused, looking, no mines, no mines. And then our medic who sat behind me just started yelling, "Stop, stop." And so I just slammed the brakes.
Go, 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 go!
And shortly after we came to a stop, I felt and heard an explosion behind us. And then I couldn't see anything. Just dirt and smoke just covered our Humvee, and I had no idea what just happened.
I see the Humvee in front of me just blow up in a cloud of smoke and dirt. I'm thinking, oh fuck, they've hit an AT mine.
Get out, get out, get out! Just go!
Everyone in it came out okay, some light injuries, but you know, they still survived and they still fought. We enter the trench after the Humvee, we start fighting. We don't know it at this time. We're taking fire from the other trench where the Ukrainians are meant to be. It turns out that their Humvee drivers dropped them a few hundred meters short of the objective. So the poor buggers had to run a few hundred meters all the way to the trench and then start fighting. But until in that time that it took them to get there, the Russians were sort of thinking what the fuck is going on and started, you know, firing at us, launching RPGs and shit. In my GoPro footage, I didn't notice it until recently, but you can see an RPG fly right across my head at the top of the screen. But because we were so fast and effective to get into the trench, as soon as we got into cover, they couldn't do anything.
I at first thought in the confusion that it was our Humvee that had been hit. I looked around, saw that all my guys were okay, but like I sort of realised we've got to get to the fucking trench at this point. So without the tactical bound, I kind of just moved forward.
I get around the vehicle, Finian was there, Dota was there, Zeus fell off the Humvee, and basically from that point it was just start the assault. So we pushed the assault from there. Basically I yelled at the guys, get the fuck up, let's move. The third vehicle at that point was also dismounted. So their team leader, Dave, basically looked at me, I said push, push. On our side, so they pushed their guys forward, I helped get our guys up and moving. At that point, the driver's weapon had gotten blown up in the Humvee. So I basically threw my rifle to Dodo, and from that point on, I just ran with grenades and a radio on an assault. Not the brightest idea, but...
I looked around, the guys are getting out. I was like, okay, you know, everything seems fine. I think we're good. And then once I saw that everyone, the guys that were in the boot of my truck, as well as all the passengers had gotten out, they started getting online in front of me and conducting their bounding to get into the trench. That was my cue to go ahead and start leaving, because you can't sit there with the vehicles long. You have to get in, dump troops, and then get out as quickly as possible. Shortly after we left, I remember I was driving, I was looking for the path that I came in on so that I could ride the tracks back out. And I was going, focused, and then all of a sudden I just felt another explosion, and then the inside of the cab just filled with smoke. And so at that moment I was like, what did we just get hit by? So once we got to our staging point with the two Humvees, we started concealing the Humvees, and then I started talking to Shaggy, and you know, trying to just kind of, even in that moment where it just happened, you're already trying to look back and kind of talk about what just happened. And then that's where we could see that our Humvee, the turret, actually took a hit from an RPG. And you could see where it penetrated on the left side of the turret, but then went through, double penetrated the turret and detonated outside of it. When we were looking at the turret, we knew which side it got hit on, at what point we got hit, and the angle that it came from and the direction, it was about 450 meters to the next Russian trench. And so when I realized that, the only thing I could think about was, you know, these dudes came to play. I mean, hitting a moving Humvee from 450 meters with an RPG, an unguided rocket, it's not an easy shot to do.
Bring it out! Reloading! Filter fucking left! Let's go!
My team dismounts, so does the other team. So we had Alpha and Bravo group, and we both enter the trenches from different ends.
Got to the edge of the trench and started prepping frags ready to chuck in, make entry into the trench. There was still a lot of confusion. Obviously it was loud as fuck. Like guys were shouting. Yeah, it was just pure chaos at first. Lots of explosions going off, all that good shit.
Hurry up! Frag it! Frag the trench to there! Moss, he's right there! He's right fucking there! Moss, he's on the other side. Cover me, cover me! We need to get in the fucking trench, boys! Frag out! Go! Go to the left! Go to the left! Hey! He's here on the left, be careful! He's here on the left, be careful! Where?
Managed to get into the trench, so I started to pie the corner.
Mossy's hit! Man down! Man down!
And my operation unfortunately ended like relatively quickly.
Where? Man down! Entrance to the trench! I'm not dead. Don't see that Mossy, stay still! Roll back!
At first I thought I'd been blown up because everything just went fucking slow motion. Next thing I know, I'm looking down at my feet and then I feel myself topple back and I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake. I thought in that moment that I was dead. There's a bit of a joke around the company that people say to me, am I dead? Because that was the first thing I asked after I'd been hit.
Mossy, stay where you are! You're not dead! Mossy, you're not dead!
After asking my boys if I was dead and then answering no, I was like, yeah, this is fucked. I think I might be paralysed. And then after about 5 minutes, the pain started to kick in throughout my whole body. So I was relieved to feel the pain, but it was pretty fucking bad pain. So, and I still couldn't move very well, but I could move. So I kind of realised in that moment I wasn't paralysed. All was not lost. Guy that had shot me from about 20 metres away down the trench. He was sort of like Haji firing over the top of the trench. You've probably seen videos of how the Taliban do it in Afghanistan, how they lift the guns up and spray over the top of the trench. Yeah, that's how this dude got me. He was already injured, but he was fighting on. He wasn't giving up too easy. So he was putting bursts of ammo over the top of the trench. He also hit one of our dudes in the head, like very shortly after.
Roll back! Took a hit to the head. Mossy, stay still.
He luckily only grazed our friend's head, so didn't put him out of the game.
I got a sign on their bunker, I can frag it!
That guy actually then went on to kill that guy with a frag. You've probably seen it in the drone footage. He threw a frag down the trench. The guy leant over to pick it up and blew himself up.
We get into the trench and we start clearing it. Weapon up, weapon up.
Let's go, boys, we're good.
A bit of a 20-meter length of trench. There's a little, not a bunker, but it's a spot with overhead protection.
Get down, get down, get down!
I was second man in, behind the first man, right behind him, and he's trying to get into the little dugout, and he's struggling. And as he struggles, I'm looking forward with my weapon up, and I see this Russian's head pop around the corner, and I say, "Oh fuck!" And me and my mate shoot him.
Weapon up, front!
Good.
And then he disappears around the corner, so we don't know what happened to him at that point. So we do all that, we push forward, and we hold security on the front, and then me and my other mate clear around the trench.
Get into that corner, push left, Tennessee. That's friendly double. Over here. Frag out! Frag out!
I'll get him.
We dropped one.
I have frag in front of him.
Ready? Frag out!
I'm too fucking heavy.
Who's with me?
Get a grenade in there, eh?
Who's with me?
Tennessee's back behind you.
Nothing's behind me, there's a short right here.
Yorkie! Hold front, hold front!
Okay, Tennessee, you're gonna advance forward. I'm gonna start shooting casualty in here. Okay, okay.
Tennessee, get to Jay! Get to Jay!
Where is he?
Jay! Fucking hell, I'm right behind you.
So that's clear there. We frag it, clear it. It's that side of the trench is clear, and then we push forward to where the bunker is. So we reach our limit of advance, and now we're waiting for the other team. The dude that we shot just then was laying dead face down in the trench. He had no weapon, no body armor, no helmet, because his weapon was right next to me when I shot him. There was a PKM there, and he wasn't quick enough to go get it. So unlucky for him, because we were already there. That's why it's so important to be quick in these situations. We had no communications with Alpha Team or Alpha Group. We had no idea what happened, what's happened to him.
Where am I hit?
Neck, bro, you're good.
Yo.
Keep moving up! You gotta get out of the open! Why'd you took the hit?
Bunker! Bunker!
Got it! Get down there! Get down there! Get off his arm! Gotta spread out! Pull him back! Pull him back! He can't get into position the wrong way!
Where am I hit?
Neck! Kick your legs, bro! Kick your legs!
Can't move.
I'm gonna frag the forward bunker! Get long! Hey, get long! Get long! I can't!
You're good, bro. You're good.
Holy crap! Fucking moss!
Send you out, bro. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
Alright, take that position. Watch out, there's two bunkers. Put chest on around them.
Ah!
It's good, it's good.
Cover the long threat.
I have you. Kevin, get the radio! Kevin, radio.
No!
No radio. The other one.
Push it!
Ollie, got a frag right here. Here.
Cover me! I've got it, he's out, he's out.
Drone. Suicide drone.
Turn the fucking east hand on! Very quickly, get up. Arm up. Arm up.
Stop it. Fuck.
Power, bro.
Bro, it's okay, we'll get you out. Promise you we'll get you out, bro.
To the right, to the right. Ollie. Ollie, you're 2 o'clock. You're 2 o'clock.
Mossy, stay still. Got it.
No, I shot there, but I don't think I got him.
Keep pressure on it, bro. You're good. It's not bleeding out.
Yeah.
It's stopped bleeding. It went in and out, mate. You've got a nick, all right? It's literally a nick. You're good. All right? It's a nick, Mossy. We're getting you out.
Drone.
Get in my bag and find the fucking EW.
Where's your D-sack?
I'm on top of it. There.
Get up, Mossy.
I can't move.
Mossy, which one's on?
Main pouch, bro.
Yeah, I've got it. Which one is on?
Right.
It's on.
Face them at the drone. Big. Right. Outside button is turn it on.
It's on. It says 100%.
Yeah, and then face it. Right. Just, when you see a drone.
Obviously, I was like physically, I was taken out of the game, but I did what I could to try and keep in the know, sort of. Like I can't just relinquish complete responsibility just because I've been hit.
Man down, Mossy's hit. Man down, Mossy's hit. Delta 1.
Kev, Ollie's calling for you up there.
Bro, would you fuck me? Someone swap places.
Right.
Here, give me that.
Radio.
Take the radio with you and go up there, Kev.
Going.
Give me that. Fuck, I just got hit in the head. Dirk. He's right to the left. Is it on?
Ollie. I'm here, bro.
So there's a bunker to the right of us. There's 2 guys in it.
Keep your arms here. Keep your arms here.
No, like, pull my body up.
All right, hurry. Ready? All right. Put your legs here. Other leg.
Can you rest me up against the wall?
Trying. All right, pulling you towards me.
So I was still asking for sit reps. I was still talking to my guys, finding out what was going on with them. Every time artillery hit the trench or whatever, I was checking up on them. I was still trying to give orders to people where I could based on what I could see and based on the sit reps I was getting. So yeah, you can't completely give up just because you've been hit.
Grenade in, grenade out, frag out. Stop it! Stop it! My weapon's fucked! Give me a weapon!
My PK's right behind you.
Grab that grass.
Give me a rifle!
Taking that grass.
Grunt.
Moving forwards.
They're over there. They're over there.
No one's in there. There's an F1 in there.
My side of the trench, it was basically chuck as many grenades as you can, get in there. Once we breached the trench entrance, I had two guys in front of me, Tennessee and Dave. A Russian actually came running from a side bunker and got schwacked immediately. Like, dude didn't have a fucking clue where he was, what was happening. Like, so like the surprise element worked 100%. Swede shoots like the first two guys. Just drops him like a sack of potatoes. The third guy, I was yelling surrender in Russian to him. He got into our trench. I figured he was gonna sit down, but instead of sitting down, he realized, I think he realized at that point that we were not friendly troops. And even after yelling at him, he just turned around and ran back out of the trench.
Because you were saying, grab that guy, surrender, hey, get back here.
Yeah.
And the guy ran out to go get the other guy's rifle.
So we had a guy in our unit, a Ukrainian, one of the platoon sergeants, whose call sign was like similar to, Steech. But like, he thought I was yelling Steech at him, and I was really yelling stop, surrender. So that's why he was saying what the fuck, because he thought he had just shot our Ukrainian unit. Because so like when we attacked the trench, we attacked the second line of the Russians, and we had a Ukrainian unit attacking the first. So he thought the Ukrainians had pushed up to us and that he just accidentally killed a Ukrainian. But in reality, it was fucking Russians. So yeah, he was a little confused. Took him, I don't know, 20 seconds to realize like, nope. Yeah, once he looked over, saw the Z patch, was like, okay, game's back on. And when the guys ran back out of our trench and didn't surrender, it was like, all right, drop them. So we dropped them.
Right, find the med bag. There's a grenade in it. We need the grenades.
I've got grenades in my dump pouch. Give him the rest of the fucking grenades.
Yeah, my operation didn't completely end there. I would say I spent the rest of it pretty much giving target indications to one of our guys, Dirty P. He was our machine gunner. I was giving him target indications for drones in the air to shoot down with the EW. It's a lot harder to give a target indication to something against like just a plain blue sky than it is something on the ground, so that was pretty tough, especially after you've just been shot in the neck.
Stay still. We got you covered.
In between position, in between Ukrainians and you, 3 Russians in the foxholes. They not in the trench, in the foxholes. Do you copy?
Yo! Say again! 3 Russians front! 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 Do you have a grenade?
In my pouches. Here. No, here, belt. Oh. One down.
Are they close?
Yes. Go.
And then there was like 3 other ones that fucking found like a little artillery shell scrape to lay in. There was some shooting back and forth for a little bit, and then Zeus hit him with a grenade.
I'm hearing them 12 o'clock.
Yeah, down here. Yeah. I have to rest my arm for a second.
Hey, Fitting, you got comms with them?
No radio, mate, no radio!
What about voice?
Where are the rest of the guys?
Wait, I'll get comms. Yo. Hey. No, we got no comms with Delta 1. We cleared that half of the trench, and now we're sitting on the end of the edge of the bunker, waiting for communications with Alpha Group, and we hear nothing. And previously to that, we see and hear explosions over there. A drone comes in, hits their part of the trench. So I'm thinking, at this stage, I'm thinking like, fuck, these guys could be injured or dead, because we heard absolutely nothing, no yelling, no anything. So I say to my guys, like, fuck it, we're gonna commit and clear the bunker.
No, we got no comms with Delta 1. We're at Shovel. We're at the LOE. Can you get...
Delta, this is Haji. Ollie, Moss. Jay.
Yo.
Is someone in that fighting position?
Yeah, Yorkie's holding it.
Tell them to yell.
They are.
Nothing?
Nothing.
You might have to push through Shovel.
They got hit with 2 suicide drones so far.
Who did?
Fucking D1.
Is anyone alive?
We don't know, man.
We need to push.
Okay. Hey, we need to push.
We need to push.
Sorry, camera fell off.
Now, some people are probably thinking, well, when you meet in the middle, how are you going to prevent like fratricide, like friendly fire, like through gunfire or grenades? And we already planned for this. So each team had a limit of exploitation or limit of advance inside the trench. There was a bunker in the center, and what each team was going to do was going to meet. They were going to halt outside the bunkers on their respective sides, and then we were going to gain communication with the teams, and then one team would then commit into the bunker to clear it, depending on what each side of the entrance looked like, if one was maybe collapsed or more feasible and whatnot. And we also had little flag markers, little flags made up, bit of hessian rolled to a wood stick, and if we didn't have comms with each other, we would throw it around the corner so that the people on the other side could see it and know that it's us. So that's how we mitigate fratricide if comms are down.
Yep, good. Friendlies on Shovel!
Right here.
Can you push into it or is it...
No, it's collapsed.
Fucking Everton. I'm gonna flag it.
Roger.
Hi. Friendlies on Shovel! Stoppage.
Yeah, I'm covering. You're okay.
I'm gonna frag into the corner. You might have to push back when I do it, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy, you get rolling.
Someone pass me an F1 or a frag.
Here. Here's a frag.
You got one? The ammo in there, boys. It might be a big bomb, okay? Friendly! Nothing, okay. Fragging.
Roger, covering. As soon as we throw this frag, who's not there? Go on, as soon as we throw that frag, get around the corner there, because I'm coming back that way.
It's got ammo. Be prepared.
Yeah.
Frag out. Good fucking frag.
So we get in, we clear this bunker, and the first thing I noticed was the smell. I think the Russians were so scared to come out that they were shitting and pissing in the bunker because it smelled like human feces the whole time in there. But like the whole bunker was filled with munitions, both like a lot of grenades, a lot of equipment. I found a couple of thermal optics in there as well too when I was looking around. I think we found Russian radios as well too, which is a big find.
On you.
Fuck. Somebody's screaming. Bunker. That's a bunker in front of us too. Yeah. I don't want to hit friendlies.
No.
Just wait a sec, see if he dies. They might be dead, dude.
Stand by. He's going over the top of this, yes?
Yes. A little bit further.
Frag out!
Non-stop!
We're sitting there figuring out what's going on, and I'm looking at the corner of the trench and I see this non-stop come around the corner and I yell, non-stop! And we jump back into the bunker and you can see in my GoPro the flash from the explosion. So before they knew we were there, they started fragging, and after that is when I started yelling, like friendly, 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 and then we got a response.
Friendlies! Friendly!
Who is that?
Friendly!
Friendly!
After yelling back and forth, I see one of their flags come around the corner, so I know, okay, they're good. All right, okay. Hey, Ollie! We're gonna push this bunker in front of us! Do not enter!
I don't know if they're crossing there.
They're not. We're gonna push across this, get to that corner, mate, guys, okay?
Just watch your eyes, mate. Watch
Yep.
your eyes.
Do not get in the bunker! And between us in the corner of the trench, there's a bunker here, and I could hear someone dying. I didn't know who it was. I thought it might have been coming from in the bunker. I could hear him moaning and groaning. I go around the corner and I link in with the other team. They're all good except one of our guys has been shot, but he's alive. Then I can see a dead Russian on the ground, and it was a PKM gunner. And he was, I believe he was the guy who shot our guy in the neck as well. And he was the guy I heard dying just a few minutes ago. But by the time I reached him, he had already died and bled out. I searched this dude, this dead Russian, for grenades, but he's got nothing on him. He's just got his PKM.
Check him. See if he's got a grenade.
Oh, yep. Bad day at the office, mate. Oh, it's lucky I'm wearing these gloves. No frags.
Right.
Oh, gross.
Just be careful. Is this clear, Jay, or not?
Hey?
Is this clear?
Yeah, it's a dead end, bro. You're good. You going all right?
No.
Did you get hit by suicide drones?
Yes. Bad.
How bad's Mossy?
In and out on the neck.
Fuck. Any other injured?
Just Mossy.
We start forming a defensive posture in the trench now, because now we're worried about a counter-attack from the south.
Lay down. I can pull it out.
Jake, go take defensive position!
Lay down. Lay down.
Yeah, I got it! Go
Lay down. Lay down.
position here!
Lay down.
Are we getting countered?
Yeah, everybody's okay. We lost the vehicle, I don't know what happened to it.
All right.
A counter.
Hey,
Go. Lay down. Lay down.
get to the fucking machine gun and
Here,
hit
grenades.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him.
Right, get to the fucking machine gun.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Shit.
Where's
Right there. Right
Got
there.
it.
All right, come this side.
Go.
All right.
How you doing, brother? Move left. Hey! Yeah. Hey, get this to the other guy. Coming to you, I've no cover.
And this whole time we're taking extremely close 120mm mortar rounds to the trench. In the video as well that was posted online, you can see the Canadian Dirty P. He has a real close call that rocks him really bad, and you see me come up to him, check him, and he moves positions. Like, that's how close these explosions were getting.
Oh, fuck. Ah. Fuck, I'm in.
Yeah, bro.
Ah.
Coming, mate, coming.
Oh. Fuck.
You look good, mate, you look good. Yeah.
Fuck me.
You okay?
You okay?
You're alive, you're alive.
You alright?
Can you get up, man? You're gonna have to get up.
Yeah, just let me get back there for a minute. Holy fuck. Oh. Jesus cock. Oh.
That op lasted quite a while. Like, we were essentially taking mortars and artillery the entire time. I recall someone mentioning that the Russians tried to gas us. They tried to launch artillery or mortars with gas rounds, but because of the way the wind was blowing, it blew away from us. So we never had to deal with any sort of gas on our position, thankfully, but this is not the first or the last time that the Russians are using gas on troops in the field as well. We just happened to get lucky. We were really happy with that operation because we went really hard, really fast in the assault, and although the Russians tried to counterattack, the Ukrainians hit them with artillery and mortars before they could get to us, thankfully, which would save us another battle having to try and get out of there.
We moved the Swede to a sniper position. He ended up schwacking like 6 dudes in a trench.
Yeah, just the
like
north.
600 meters away.
Yeah.
And the Ukrainians actually went and took that too, because there was nobody left in it.
He was shooting in it, and he was like, "Hey, Pete, come on over here, help me shoot at this." I'm like, "I can't even see what I'm shooting at." And he's like, "Just shoot, I'll let you know." And he's looking through his thermal, and so I just start shooting, and he's like, "Higher." So I'm just like adjusting my gun while looking at him, and he's like, "All right, right there," and I just like hold it. I've just got a PCAM, so I'm just putting bursts out into this field. I can't see anything since it's nighttime, and he's just like, "Yeah, you're good. Just spray there every now and then." And I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "Okay, hold on." Then I would hear him shoot, and so like he was just having me shoot, and it would make the guys in the trench panic, so then they would expose themselves, and then he would shoot them.
From the point the trench was taken, we sat there, I can't remember exactly, but it was either between 4 to 6 hours. It was definitely dark by the time we started to exfil. Luckily, I had like 2 fucking awesome medics that like 100% saved my life and kept me alive in that trench. And then exfil under darkness, around about the 6 hour mark, I think. Dudes were absolutely beat at this point, so it wasn't the easiest exfil in the world. Obviously, they had to haul my fucking broken ass out of there as well, which I felt really fucking bad for. I've casevac'd dudes before, and that was my first time being casevac'd, and I definitely felt more sorry for them carrying the stretcher than I did myself, who was on the stretcher. Yeah, and at the time I wasn't even a heavy dude. I was 82 kilo, wringing wet. So
we made our exfil out of there. I was part of the last group to leave. I was with one of the wounded. I was with Swede as well too, and we walked our way all the way back to a medic variant of the M113, who picked up the wounded we were with, and then we continued walking to the exfil point where we left in the middle of the night. Yeah, shovels, the operation I think we're most known for, and as you can see, trenches we train on the most for good reason, because they suck to fight in, but you have to know how to do it. And that's what makes part of us so effective, because we take that so seriously.
Like the biggest benefit that we had on that operation, so we had 14 guys going up against like 22 Russians, not including the ones in the north that we killed because we could see them. But 2 to 1 for, typically you want more, like when you're doing an assault operation, you typically want more assaulters to defenders. So like going up, like you're never going to get that perfect like 3 to 1 ratio where you have 3 assault element guys for every defender. You can try, but then you just have too many people in the trench, and then you get killed that way.
Especially when the number one thing that's given us casualties is shrapnel from so that's either drones or IDF. And the more guys we pile in, the less it becomes less safe, because now we're very dense. And if one guy does get hit and he's next to like 5 other guys, because there's nowhere for anybody to spread out, now you got 5 injuries as opposed to 1.
And like the area we took basically allowed the Ukrainians to try to advance further south, because now we took a position that was at the second line for the Russians. So like further south of that, now they had Russians that were basically sticking out in the middle that they could then, try to push on easier, because now you have their sides locked down.
It actually forced them to, the Russians ended up giving up, was it 3 bunkers and a position?
Yeah.
And it showed the Russians, like, just because they want to claim we're dead, we're not dead. And now we're just angrier.
Yeah, we just obliterated a platoon.
We got, what's its name? Fuck.
Cossack.
30B. Finians here.
How am I supposed to hold this position?
Shit. Oh fuck, if we survive this, I'm gonna fucking buy whiskey.
It happened the winter I hunkered in Maine. When a modern day Hitler invaded Ukraine, well, his people believed every word of his lies. What an awful strange world us humans devise, singing so long. It's been good to know you so long. It's been good to know you well so long. It's been good to know you. Oh, it's a mighty big war that's gotta be won. Then we'll get back together again.